Shakur Stevenson lashes out at boxing media. He says boxing media is terrible. If y'all have an issue with the fighter not giving you an interview, you gonna go abuse your platform to speak on his name. This is why bigger name fighters barely want to do interviews with y'all. Then he also says guys cover the sport with their feelings and not their passion. Okay, Shakur, talk your shit. Let's talk about what he had to say in that video. Now, I think he's correct on some form of level. Like, there are guys to where if you don't give them an interview, they get in their feelings and they got nothing positive to say about you as a fighter. Straight up. Nothing positive to say about you as a fighter. I don't have any issue with that because that's true. What's also true is you have fighters that get in their feelings and they refuse to give interviews because you had a critique of them. You have fighters that get in their feelings and they don't want to interview you unless they know you spend your time sucking them off and saying nothing but positive things about them. So if that type of bias that media members show is true, which it is, because there are people that do that, right? Then you got to look at the fighters too, because a lot of y'all big name fighters or whatever, y'all get mad. Y'all niggas will get mad at somebody just for interviewing somebody that's a rival of yours. One of my favorite fighters, bro, everybody know it's Tank Davis. Tank Davis got mad at Najee from Cigar Talk simply because he was interviewing Keyshawn Davis. Simply just because he was interviewing Keyshawn Davis. That's it, that's all, bro. Same thing, Devin Haney. Devin Haney and his fan base pissed off at Najee from Cigar Talk right now for interviewing Ryan Garcia. Najee didn't ask Ryan Garcia any wrong questions. He didn't do nothing personally to Devin Haney. He didn't do none of that shit. But niggas is mad at him and in their feelings, call him all type of names, probably never gonna interview with him again. All because he interviewed him. Showbiz the adult. Shakur, you blocked him. You had an issue with him because he gave an authentic opinion. He just said what he felt about something. And you blocked him and you got mad and you said that his platform too big. He got to be more responsible with what he say and all kind of weird shit. All because you didn't like what he had to say about you. See, what fighters like Shakur got to understand, y'all, is you can't have your cake and eat it too. And this is why I get so pissed off, bro, with this generation of boxers. Like, they soft, bro. They soft. They emotional. They thin-skinned. They shit on fans. They shit on media members. They shit on the people that make them the people that they are today. Because newsflash, without this terrible media, without this trash-ass media, who the fuck talking about y'all? Did you get a segment on ESPN First Take today, or were they talking about the NFL season? When you turn on Sports Center today, ESPN Get Up, top of the morning. ESPN First Take, after that. The Pat McAfee Show, after that. First Things First, over there on FS1. Speak for Yourself, over on FS1. How many boxing segments did they give today? And guess what they do? Because Shakur say they cover sports with they cover us with their feelings and not their passion. That's the soft shit I don't like, y'all. Because everybody covering sports is saying how they feel about a certain situation. How they feel about this team. My bad, I got a call. As I was saying, everybody in sports is talking about feelings, bro. Straight up. Everybody's talking about feelings. How they feel about this team. How they feel about this player. How they feel about that trade. How they feel about this season. This rule change. Who's going to win this game? Everybody covering it with their feelings. But boxing is supposed to do what? Not talk about how we feel about certain situations? How do you cover shit with passion without covering it with your feelings at the same time? That shit don't even go together. Passion evokes feelings. They're not the same thing, but they're directly related. The passion you have for something is going to determine how you feel about it. See, the thing is, Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, doesn't have a problem with boxing media. And he doesn't think that boxing media is terrible. He only thinks that people who talk about him negatively or the people that he rocks with negatively are terrible. Right? So if you have a critique of him, if you have a criticism of him, or Bud Crawford, or maybe a Andre Ward, or maybe a Keyshawn Davis, or maybe a fucking Raymond Ford, if you don't hold them in the same regard that he holds them in, then you're terrible. Here's the thing. I know he can't be talking about me in this tweet because I ain't never asked the nigga for an interview. And I don't shit on him. I don't abuse my platform. I just tell the truth. I just give my authentic opinion. And yes, I express my feelings on boxing. So when a nigga interview you, Shakur, and you talk about how you feel about the Bud Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight, you talk about how you feel about Tank Davis fighting Jake Paul, you talk about how you feel about Devin Haney, how you feel about motherfucking Raymond Ford fight. Like, you talk about feelings all the time in every fucking interview that you do. How you feel you're the best in the world. How you feel you pound for pound number one. You talk about that shit all the time. All the time you talk about that shit. But people that cover the sport are supposed to do what? Not talk about how we feel about the sport? Not talk about how we feel about fighters? That shit sounds stupid, bro. That shit sounds dumb. So at the end of the day, while boxing media members are human, and a lot of us do have biases, and a lot of us show them in negative ways towards negative fighters and in positive ways towards positive fighters, that's life and that's every sport. I don't hear LeBron James crying, my nigga. I don't see Patrick Mahomes or Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones and all these, and Micah Parsons. I don't see them crying about how they covered. Because what fighters like Shakur Stevenson got to realize, bro, without this coverage, you wouldn't make the money that you make. Without fans, you wouldn't be where you at, bro. Without YouTube content creators, where you niggas going to get interviews, nigga? ESPN ain't inviting you on their show, nigga. They ain't trying to talk to you, nigga. It's football season. You won't get an ESPN interview unless you probably got a tank fight coming up, nigga. Other than that, you sitting down with Ring Magazine and you doing most of your interviews on fucking YouTube channels, nigga. They not covering y'all like that. Boxing media is terrible. Okay, when boxing media go away, who gonna promote you? Who gonna promote you, nigga? So, I ain't saying he dead wrong. I'm just saying this crybaby shit, bro. It's crybaby shit. Yeah, niggas gonna feel a certain type of way. Just like you gonna feel a certain type of way towards a promoter if a promoter shun you. You felt a certain type of way when Bob Arum talked about you the way he talked about you. You feel a certain type of way when another person talk about you the way that they talk about you. Of course, the nigga whose job it is to try to get interviews and try to talk to y'all, of course he gonna be in his feelings if you don't interview him, bro. Or interview with him. Now, will he talk positively about you, negatively about you? Will he keep it objective? Depends on the person. But for every one person that can't take getting an interview turned down, and they get out and they make it their entire life's mission to just shit on that fighter and abuse their platform, for every one of them, it's multiple people that just keep trying to get the interview and just keep pushing their content the way they pushing their content, and they don't do shit like that. How about you shine a light on them? And then last thing, nigga, put a name on it. Say who doing that shit. If it ain't directed, it ain't respected. You supposed to be living in Houston, Texas. We don't move like that out here, man, with subliminals and shit. All boxing media is terrible. No, nigga, because all boxing media don't do that. Who you talking about, Shakur? Put a name on it, bro. Smash like sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.